Listo, Jaime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. This is Fabio Soto for the RT, along with the lovely Karen Grace. Karen, good morning and welcome to Super Saturday.
Good morning. How are you today, Fabio?
Awesome, and very excited to see our first quarterfinal match of the day between Daniel de la Rosa and Jake Bredenbeck.
We are getting started here. Point number 1 in the match.
And a good rally so far, Karen, and we're just beginning here. It's a point
First
for Jake
point for Jake Bredenbeck.
And you know, Karen, I'm excited here because, as you know, Jake Bredenbeck has been having a hot streak. He made the final in Pleasanton, California versus Conrado Moscoso. And right now he's playing against the #1 player on tour, Daniel de la Rosa. And this is a promising, intense match that we got going on.
Yep, I agree. We have a full day of racquetball today. We do have one announcement, though. Lalo Portillo had to pull out of the tournament due to illness, so he will not be playing at 11 o'clock. Andres Acuna will advance to the semifinals because of that, so we wish Lalo a speedy recovery.
Yes, the doctors didn't clear him to play today, unfortunately, so he will be recovering very soon. But for now, Daniel de la Rosa and Jake Bredenbeck are on the show court here. So 3-0 on the head pin scoreboard as Jake Bredenbeck takes an early lead here against the #1 player on tour.
Yep. And so, to get here, we've had some great matches to get here. Daniel de la Rosa beat Javier Mar in a tiebreaker yesterday, 11-5. And Jake Bredenbeck beat Mario Mercado 15-4, 15-14. So 2 good matches to get both of these players into the quarterfinals. The 0 is serving 3. You see Daniel jumping up and down, getting warm here early in the day on a Saturday morning, beautiful Saturday morning here in Sarasota.
That's point #1 for De La Rosa, down the line, shot to the left. I gotta say, Karen, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday.
It is. Little Billy Joel reference, gotta always like that. Gotta like the Piano Man reference first thing in the morning. I'm from Long Island, so Billy Joel's my hometown boy.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. This is the beginning of a Super Saturday. Remember to like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media. With a full day of racquetball today with men's quarterfinal singles. Then we got semifinal doubles and semifinal singles today. So it's a full day of action here in Sarasota, Florida. We're at the Core SRQ 2022 Dovetail Open. Side out right there. And Karen, I gotta say, Jake has been playing really, really well as of late. The past year, last year he got also to a final in the Shamrock Shootout in versus Daniel de la Rosa. It was September of last year. And you know what? His game, he's all about power. But you know what? His game has been getting increasingly good in speed. I see much faster. He did lose some weight. Much faster, more agile. And, you do that with speed, and it's just a dangerous game.
Yep. That seems to be a theme because Daniel de la Rosa has lost some weight as well over the last year. So good to see all these players in amazing shape. They're working so hard all the time to improve their games. The competition is fierce on the IRT. So many up-and-coming young players. So, the guys that are the veterans now have to stay on top of their game. They have to keep working to improve. They have to keep, staying sharp and focused, not only to beat each other, but to beat the new players as well.
And look at that. What a smart shot by Jake Bredenbeck. Just pulls it out right there on the right.
Jake goes to the ceiling. Daniel's going to shoot this. Nice shot down the line.
good wide angle pass by De La Rosa. He was looking at Jake, like challenging him, looking at him in the eyes, and he's like, nope. Wide angle. Wow.
Great shot there by Jake from about 37 feet. Splat in the corner.
Down the line, Jake again is being very consistent with his shots. Oh, that was a very close play. They're playing very close to each other. Yet De La Rosa still challenging him, hitting that left corner.
Short serve. Good reach there by Jake. Oh, great shot there by Daniel. He had Jake on every inch of the court at that point.
That's a great
front, back, both sides.
It's a great effort by Bredenbeck, and you're right, Karen. De La Rosa was just moving him around left or front.
Good morning, everybody who is watching us. Welcome. Hi, Kim Rim. And Terry Kisling's watching as well. Good morning.
5 serving 6.
We have 5 serving 6. Daniel goes to the ceiling. Jake's going to try to roll that one out, and he does.
In impressive fashion. You know, Jake is not one to hesitate, Karen, at all. He knows he can make a shot. He's going to go for it. We were talking about risk takers yesterday, and Jake is one of them.
Nice touch there by Daniel.
Ball control.
5 serving 6.
Wow. Just see that snap of the wrist, just quickly hit it.
6 serving 5.
Like a quick jab in boxing, just boom. Killed it.
And Daniel answers with a perfect down the line return of serve.
5 serving 6.
It's a good wallpaper serve by De La Rosa to come to tie it up. 6 apiece now.
Serving 6.
Talking about that three-wall shot that we were talking about yesterday, but Jake was ready for it.
Yep. He anticipated it. He saw what Daniel was going to do. You could read what Daniel was going to do before he swung at that one.
Jake might have well just put up a chair down there, just sit down and wait for it.
Jake goes for the Z serve, gets himself a point.
There you go.
7 serving 6.
And you know what? Bredenbeck doesn't get enough credit for his defensive skills. He doesn't get enough credit for his ball control. He's showing us right now that he's up to par with De La Rosa.
8 serving 6.
Short serve called.
Second serve.
It's a great shot right there. Point by Bredenbeck.
9 serving 6.
I got to say, Karen, this has been a really quick match, a lot of quick points, and De La Rosa has his work cut out for him.
He does. Nice
Wow.
shot there. Both of these guys are aggressive. They want to take their shots. They have confidence in their ability to put the ball away from almost anywhere. They're fun to watch for that. And we have a broken ball.
The first one.
Dean couldn't make it this weekend, Robert. I saw your question. So DLR serving. First serve after the broken ball.
Wow.
Jake, forehand return of serve. Jake has a broken glove, so we have a quick equipment timeout. Players are allowed to come off the court to change equipment if their glove rips, if they have a broken string, a cracked racket, something like a goggles split, something like that.
Anything
they
that
have about 10 seconds. They can get off the court and go back on. The other player has to stay on the court. It does not count as a timeout.
anything that could put in risk of injury any player or his opponent, they're allowed to switch equipment as long as they prove it to the referee.
Right.
So Jake Bredenbeck back to the serve.
And another IRT rule is if the players' shirts get too wet, the referee can order them to change their shirts if they're diving too much and getting the court too wet, or if they're dripping on the court. And that doesn't count as a timeout for the players either. Beautiful serve there by Jake to get to double digits first. The first mental hurdle of a match, I think. Matt likes the logo on Jake's shirt. That is the Beast Made logo. Jake and his brother Sam have their own printing, like t-shirt printing company, and it's called Beast Made. Jake's nickname obviously is the Beast. And so that is the Beast Made logo. You can go on their website and order clothing if you want.
It's a good cross-court shot there. Good cross-court by De La Rosa.
It's a 6 serving 10. Would you please increase the volume? Sorry if you can't hear us quite well. Can other people hear us? Let us know. We have the volume the same set as we have the other days. Usually people can hear us. We hope you can. We appreciate you all watching on this Saturday morning.
So there's an appeal. De La Rosa said that it was a skip, but there's an appeal lost. Loses one appeal, still has one left. Both sideline judges agreed.
Yep, so if you've been watching yesterday and the day before, now that we're in the quarterfinals, we do have line judges for the match. So we have 2 line judges in addition to the referee, so the players can appeal a call if they do not like the call. They get 2 appeals per game. Is that right? 2 appeals per game?
2 appeals per game.
All right, I had Fabio correct. Make sure I don't tell you misinformation.
Yeah, so De La Rosa lost one, so he has one left.
Yep.
And it's all about game management, Karen. You don't want to use an appeal in a situation where it's not requested. Sometimes you may need it and you don't have any left. So game management is key.
That's a great forehand there. Jake made that look so easy. He almost did that one standing up. He didn't even really bend his knees on that one too much.
But you know what I liked about that? That even though he took that shot, De La Rosa was in the front. And that was a challenge.
He called it a point.
Points called.
Jake thought it was good.
11 serve.
Daniel looked out at Mike Kinkin, who's our tournament host, and Mike said, yeah, it was good. So, but that comes back to that game management. Daniel has already used one appeal.
He doesn't want to use.
So
this
you don't
one.
want to use it on one that he's really not sure. He was kind of hoping it skipped, but you don't want to waste. You don't want to use up all your appeals. I mean, it's 7-11, but if you need one at 14, you want to have it, right?
That's one of the advantages. Like, for example, that Rocky Carson has when he brings his coach Fran Davis on top with him. If he has a doubt, he looks at coach, and coach says appeal or no appeal. An extra set of eyes never hurts, Karen.
Exactly. We have Cliff Slane watching us from out in California. Hello, Cliff. And then we have Tim Foy watching from his deer stand. So, okay. We get people watching from everywhere. I love that. Appreciate it. Oh, that's going to be an avoidable. Side out. Jake knew it immediately. Good shot there by another great forehand by Jake.
Jake has been playing really, really well. You know what I like? He's not making really any conservative shots. He's making the right shots at the right time.
Yeah, he does seem to be in control at the moment. I mean, that can switch on a heartbeat, as we know, especially with the #1 player in the world. There's an easy skip. Daniel's going to take that. And that's the kind of shot the #1 player in the world is going to do his best to take advantage of.
Oh, definitely.
At 7-11, he's back in the box. He got back in the box. It's on an easy point, and he's going to try to take advantage of it. Let's see if he can. Good ceiling balls by Jake there, and another great pass.
Well, you know what? That cross-court pass right there by Jake has been deadly to De La Rosa. De La Rosa's agility has been put to the test.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jake is probably the hardest, the hardest, if not one of the hardest, if not the hardest hitter on tour. Ball's going really fast. It's coming at you really hard. I know we've had debates about that of who hits it hardest, but I think Jake is definitely in the running there. Good shot by Daniel. Puts that one away.
But you know what? That debate, Karen, that we had in the Women's Pro Tour, they solved that debate very shortly ago. They had a hitting contest. Of course, I don't know if you know that Erika Manilla won it.
Did she?
She hits the ball nearly about 10 miles an hour above Samantha Salas.
Wow. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually surprise me, but she,
Ooh, bad bounce right there,
yep.
Unfortunately.
Good try by Daniel to dive for that ball.
Great effort. But yeah, so at a tournament a little while ago, they had that dispute about who hits the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, Samantha Salas was the hardest hitter. But now that, as you know, Erika Manilla, Adam Manilla's sister, she's a very hard worker. Very hard work, very intense. And she hit the ball nearly 10 miles an hour above Samantha Salas.
Wow. Very impressive.
Yeah. Back to the action here. Bredenbeck.
3-ball serve.
Trying to switch it up a little bit here with a C serve.
Oh, great get there. Thought that was going to be put away by Daniel. And he makes it. Kill shot there. We do talk about how important defense is, even for these very offensive players, and that's a great example of that. He's, Jake scrambled all the way to the back, put it back in play, and the next shot he had the opportunity to kill it. So we have 13 serving 9.
De La Rosa, a much needed side out there for him. Doesn't want to let Jake go to 14.
MC Vegas says, thank you for the broadcast. Well, we appreciate you. We thank you for watching us. All right, so here's a question. Let's see if you know this answer. Catherine Hall asks, 10 miles an hour faster, but what speed was it? Do you know the speed that she hit it?
Yes, it was 130. Jeez. Let me recall that, but it was a little bit over 130.
Okay, that's great. Good question. Thank you, Catherine. All right, Jake serving. Short serve, second serve.
So I just consulted with Adam Mania. It was a little bit over 130 miles an hour.
Okay. That's amazing.
Now, a few years ago, when Ben Croft was on tour, there was a speed contest among the men, and Ben Croft was, at that time, 152, 150, something like a little bit over 150, a little bit.
All right, Brent Walters chimed in and said, Brent said 132, Terry said 139, so I'm not sure I don't know if those guys are guessing or where they're getting their information from, but it was somewhere in the 130s, so an amazing feat by Erica Mania.
Yeah, you don't want to pick a fight with her.
No, that is for sure. Jake serves, cross court, kill shot for De La Rosa.
Hit the crack a little bit, just bounced.
We're going to have a glove timeout, I think.
So De La Rosa, same issue as Jake Bredenbeck. He asked the referee, showed him the glove, and asked if he could change the glove. He is. Just remember, also, Karen, when they change equipment, they're not allowed to sit down, have a drink of water, talk to the coach, anything. Just change the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to do that, they have to take their time out.
Yep.
And by the way, I gotta say, at 10-13, the fact that De La Rosa has not asked for his timeout is, it's a little surprising. Close match so far.
Well, former pro Cliff Swain says he thinks Jake's forehand is possibly the hardest he's ever seen. And I would agree with that.
I will not go into debate with Cliff Swain. Skip shot, De La Rosa.
Federico Alvarez says Hogan hit 142 with fiberglass. That was the comment there.
Wow.
Back in the day. Legend of the Pro Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Marty Hogan. Good get there by Jake. De La Rosa down the line. Another great get by Jake. Great get by Daniel. And a kill.
There you go.
By Jake. Jake leans over. He's got to catch his breath after that point.
Oh, he does. I think both of them do.
14 serving 10.
So as it stands, 14 serving 10 now. Jake Bredenbeck with his first game point. Wow.
Daniel changes the pace, goes off speed.
I got to tell you, though, it was bold. It was very bold.
Yeah. Well, you can't out-hit Jake as far as power and speed, so try to throw him off a little bit by doing something different. And there's a kill shot by De La Rosa. He was able to hit that from the middle of the court.
Down the line shot, De La Rosa. And again, and you know what? That shows you the level of confidence and professionalism, Karen, because down 14 to 10, still no timeout by De La Rosa.
Nope. Great get there by Jake.
Just like that, 13-14.
Yep. DLR had the whole court on that one. Jake opted to stay on the left-hand side. 13-14, he goes for the fast serve. It got the easy point there on 14, and Jake's going to take a timeout at 14-14.
So as Jake Bredenbeck takes a timeout, we'll take a short break ourselves, and we'll be back quickly here on IRT Live. Back to the action. 14-14. Karen, can this be any closer? De La Rosa was down by 4. He was at 10-14.
Yeah, but you certainly can never count him out. Oh!
What was that, Karen? That was amazing.
That was amazing. Great shot by Jake there. Good point. 14 serving 14.
Good timeout for Bredenbeck. Now he's in control. So game point number 2.
Oh, and a great serve to win game number 1.
Wow. Let's see a replay of that last rally that we had. Just amazing by Jake. Let's take a look at this. His run into the back. Boom. Got it.
I mean, Daniel just tried to punch it past him and didn't hit it hard enough to get it past him.
And what a way for Jake to win, you know, with an ace serve in game number 1. So thanks everybody for watching right now, and we'll take a short break and we'll be back for game number 2 on IRT Live.
YDF helped us a lot with almost every tournament with the hotel. That it's one of the expenses. Without them, I don't think I could go to every tournament to play. Well, I love racquetball and I want to be the best. I want to be one of the youngest players to ever win a title or the US Open.
I love racquetball. So if you're ever out there looking for me, then you will know where to find me.
Got a good rally going here.
Good serve, De La Rosa.
But if I'm not here, then I will probably be at home in my office, trying to figure out how to run my new business. The good thing is that the team Willis Accounting and Consulting got my back. With their help, running a business doesn't feel so difficult anymore. Contact Willis Accounting and Consulting today. They will take care of your business while you go back to the things that you love the most.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2022 Dovetail Open from Sarasota, Florida, for the RTM 5 Soto, along with Karen Grace. So, Karen, tell me about that sequence between Daniel De La Rosa and Jake Bredenbeck. What a way to end the match. But, you know, De La Rosa was down 10-14, and he came back.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they don't really worry about the score, right? They take it 1 point at a time. First point for Jake Bredenbeck in this game with a good serve, which is how he ended game 1 with an ace serve or an unreturnable serve, and another great serve to the forehand side. Both of those 2 in a row for Jake. He's feeling it now. He's serving fast. He said, all right, let's get in there. And he's just going to keep doing the same serve as long as it works. Good shot there by Daniel to slow him down a little bit. 0-2.
Not just anyone can just start game 2 with 2 aces versus the #1 player on tour.
Yeah. That's a great shot by Daniel there.
Cross-court shot from the backhand, De La Rosa. 3 quick points, Karen. Very, very quick points.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, this is our first quarterfinal match. This is a Super Saturday, Karen.
Yep. And just again, if you've just joined us recently, the 11 o'clock match, which was Eduardo Portillo and Andres Acuna, will not be happening. Unfortunately, Lalo Portillo is quite sick and had to withdraw from the tournament. So, but we do have another one at 12 o'clock, so they'll see how this one goes. You know, we go tiebreaker. We might button up against that anyway. See how it goes.
We wish Eduardo Portillo a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Doctor has not cleared him to play yet, so I hope we'll see him in our next event in Portland, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Broken ball. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like our post, share our feed. Keep following us on social media. That's a point for De La Rosa. Gets on the board again. Ties it back
2-2.
up.
So our lineup in the singles at 12 o'clock, we're going to have Rocky Carson and Conrado Moscoso. And then at 1 o'clock, or after the Conrado and Carson match, we have Andre Parrilla and Rodrigo Montoya.
That's a rematch of the 2021 Mexican Nationals.
Yep. So looking forward to that. And then we have the doubles semifinals.
Great cross court.
At 3 o'clock, Natera and Acuna, who beat Perea and Murray yesterday, versus Landa and Moscoso, who beat the Bredenbeck brothers yesterday. So that's at 3 o'clock. And then after that, 4 o'clock-ish or so, Daniel De La Rosa and Kadim Carrasco, who beat Rocky and Lalo Portillo yesterday, and Mar and Montoya, Team Mexico. So great there. And then after that, we will have the semifinals of the singles. So the winners of all these quarterfinal matches will be playing again 6 and 7 o'clock tonight. Daniel wants the avoidable. He gets it. 2 serving 3. De La Rosa goes for the half lob. Gets an opportunity here.
Wow.
Great cutoff there by Daniel.
That just clipped De La Rosa. It's a skip shot right there. I love those ceiling shots by De La Rosa when he does them from the backhand. It's very smooth.
Good ceiling ball there by De La Rosa. Gives him an opportunity to shoot it. Wide angle.
Wow.
Wide angle. Jake stretches and reaches it. He's a tall guy, but then can't get the kill shot after that. Jake opts for the ceiling ball on that one. I thought he might try to shoot it. Another ceiling ball from Daniel. He's going to shoot this one.
And again, what a way to control the match by De La Rosa, just challenging Jake.
Yeah, Jake tried to get back toward the center of the court, and Daniel saw that and just went right back to where he was. Obviously much harder to pivot than to keep going in the direction you're going. So now 7 serving 3. Great ceiling ball there by Jake. He's going to shoot this one. And he rolled it out, but rolled his ankle.
Side out.
Oh, his rib. something in his rib, a muscle in his side there.
Referee's going to check on Jake Bredenbeck. Jake's hurting a little bit in his rib cage area. He had some K-tape. He's strapped on.
Oh, you can see that. You see it there now that he looks at his shirt. So Jake's Rocky and Conrado. Yep, so coming up next, as we said, we have Rocky and Conrado. There's the stats there. Conrado is number 2 player in the world right now. Rocky Carson, number 7. That'll be at noon. Jake's hitting a few balls right now. We'll see if he's okay. But please join us for the Rocky Carson Conrado Moscoso match. That should be amazing.
And after that, we have an all-Mexican quarterfinal between Andre Parrilla and Rodrigo Montoya. So that's going to be an interesting match as well. That's a rematch, Karen, of the 2021 Mexican Nationals. Back to the action, everyone. Jake Bredenbeck to the serve.
So Jake is serving. Let's see how this goes.
Wow. That
Great
corner
shot there.
Karen, looked like it had a bullseye there for Jake, and he hit it quite well. Wow, very, very smooth on the part of Jake Bredenbeck. It looked like he was going to shoot down the line, but he crossed it right now, and nothing De La Rosa could do about that one.
Yep. Good shot there by Daniel. So you saw Jake cut 2 of those off, and I'm wondering if it's because he's a little tentative about the strain in his side. Love to see if that affects him too much. Hopefully it does not. We, of course, want our players to be healthy, but we want to see an awesome match for them and for the fans and for us. Great touch there by De La Rosa.
You know, regardless of the fact, you know, Jake, we know, is a warrior. He won't give up.
Oh, no.
For him to go out off of that court, Karen, he has to go out on a stretcher. That was a smart play by Jake. That was the right shot. Didn't get to it, but it was the right play. De La Rosa, good diving get. Skip by Jake, point by De La Rosa.
Reaction of Jake there. Frustration. Again, it's always difficult to know how an injury affects a player. But like you said, he's not going to give up. He's diving for that. Can't get to that one.
Well, Jake has his timeout still, so he hasn't.
He does.
He hasn't taken it.
He does. We're going to either use a towel timeout or a mop timeout, sponsored by Zurich Foundation. Always thankful to Francisco Fajardo and
all
Zurich
the support for Racquetball.
For his help.
So I want to thank everyone for watching us throughout this super set. Remember, this is a 2022 Dovetail Open. We're here at the Core SRQ here in Sarasota, Florida. A nice day, Karen, today. Very bright, very sunny. It's always sunny in Sarasota. Well, yesterday it rained a lot.
Yesterday I think it was okay. It was 2 days ago. It was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. It poured all afternoon. I didn't even know it was raining, and somebody came in and they were kind of drenched on their shirt, and I was like, is it raining out? Because when I had gotten there in the morning, it was all nice and sunny. But so we're wiping the towel down a little bit. Jake's getting a little bit of a breather. His shouts of frustration are probably because he's in pain and is frustrated with that because he knows this is a great opportunity for him to get into a semifinal. But it does kind of look like he's half swinging on that forehand side, which is unfortunate. 12 serving 5. Yeah, he's not swinging fully on his forehand, unfortunately.
So it's De La Rosa with a commanding lead. I think De La Rosa just playing more comfortable.
It's a good shot.
Good shot by De La Rosa. That is game point number 1 for Daniel De La Rosa.
That's a good pass by Jake there.
It's a good pass. I thought he was going to go down the line, to be honest, but that shot was good. Just out of the reach of Daniel. Down the line, right shot.
Smart shot. And that's, and that's what he's going to have to do, whether he comes back in this game or we go to a tiebreaker. Jake is just going to have to play really, really smart. If he can't rely on the power, to get him the points, then he's just going to have to play really smart with placement of the ball. And that was a
skip there by
DLR. He's looking at the window. I don't think the window has any court hinders in it.
No, it doesn't. Those are the opportunities that Jake needs to build momentum right now. 3 points in a row for Bredenbeck.
Yep. Great shot there.
De La Rosa made the right shot, went cross court. So another game point for Daniel. Wow.
Good shot there.
Not that it's a conservative shot by Jake, but it was a smart shot that he took.
Yeah, it was well placed, and if he can't hit full power, then that's what he needs, the placement.
14 serving 8. Second serve.
De La Rosa.
Good shot there. Game 2.
De La Rosa takes game number 2, 15-8. Ladies and gentlemen, first quarterfinal match of the day, first tiebreaker of the day, Karen. And these players will take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back too on IRT Live.
I remember Rafa went to San Luis Potosí to my club to give a clinic, and then Rafa started to play with every kid. Every single kid he played one game to 15, and he was saying, if you beat me, I'm gonna sponsor you, right? And I beat him, 15-14, I remember. When you play, of course you wanna win, but you also wanna look cool winning, right? And the Gearbox shorts, the t-shirts, the hats, the headbands, they are simple, but I like simple. They look great.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again at the Chorus RQ in beautiful Sarasota, Florida for the RTM Fabio Soto. After this match coming up is Conrado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson, number 2 versus number 7 on the Pro Racquetball Tour right now. And after that, Rodrigo Montoya versus Andre Parrilla. But right now, tiebreaker. Time in. We're about to begin as De La Rosa has control of the ball. Joining me in the booth right now, Lincoln, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Oh, pleasure to be here. Some awesome Super Saturday action here.
So first quarterfinal match, Lincoln, and you know what? First tiebreaker of the day.
Yeah, you know, a slow start here in Sarasota.
Good side there by Jake Bredenbeck. So Lincoln, you know, obviously a very different number 2 than number 1 game. De La Rosa took control very, very, very compellingly. What are your thoughts on this? What is your prediction?
Oh, it's all going to depend on Jake and his, well, it looks like he's struggling with a little chest muscle. So if he can get into good positions and execute his shots, then I think he can come out, because he was shooting very well in the first game. And then De La Rosa got him on the back foot in the second game a lot, and he seemed to struggle more putting the ball away.
Well, you know, he's playing smart right now. He's up 2-0. Remember, this is a race to 11. Down the line, De La Rosa. And I got to say, sometimes when we have our backs against the wall, you know, be it that the score is very far away from us, or, you know, we feel something like a bit of an injury, automatically we start playing a little bit smart. Automatically. That's a swing and a miss right there by De La Rosa.
Yeah, very soft back wall here in Sarasota, so the ball doesn't come off maybe as much as the pro players are used to here.
Between the leg shot.
Classic
Wow.
Bredenbeck right there.
Daniel. Let's look at that replay of Jake Bredenbeck. Let's take a look. Look at Jake right here. Between the legs, boom. Kills it.
Beautiful. And then a skip there from De La Rosa.
3-0, Jake Bredenbeck up. Overhead. Right there and then there. Bredenbeck was waiting for it.
Yeah. Control in center court, came right to him, and then he executed.
Side out by De La Rosa. And that's what De La Rosa needs to do. He needs to keep it simple. You know, he knows Jake is a little bit injured, so he needs to take advantage of that. Because if he doesn't, Jake's going to come out with a win.
Yeah. And you got to get Jake on the run. If he's sitting there waiting for it,
there you go,
just
Jake.
like that.
And you know Jake wants to come back for another final. You know, he was in the finals in Pleasanton versus Conrado Moscoso.
Yeah, no, he's been coming up very well as a singles player last year or two. Always been a very strong doubles player, but he's been stepping up the singles game.
I remember when he used to play doubles with Jose Diaz. They played very well together.
Yeah, they went to the U.S. Open final, didn't they?
Also on the U.S. national team. Jake Bredenbeck has been the U.S. national team a few years.
All good.
It's a good call. Good shot. Jake can appeal if he wants to.
Yeah. Surprised no appeals used in this match so far.
It's another point by De La Rosa. 3 points in a row for the native from San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Of course, Jake from Marine, Minnesota. That's why we call him the Minnesota Viking.
That plus the beard. There, 4th time's the charm for Jake on that one. Plenty of opportunities, and he finally put it away.
Skip call right there. Bredenbeck with point number 5.
Now, Jake's done a very good job with sealing balls in this match, keeping it away from the sidewall so that Daniel doesn't have a chance to hit his trademark splats on the forehand side.
Well, it looks like Jake Bredenbeck has forgotten about his injury. He's playing very, very well. It's a point by De La Rosa. Wow, compelling shots there. 2 in a row for Daniel. We're tied at 5 apiece right now.
Playing very clean, fundamental, down-the-line racquetball right now.
Short serve called. Down the line.
Missed opportunity for Jake there.
Best rally so far of game number 3. I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, this is Super Saturday, first quarterfinal of the match of the day. This is the 2022 Dovetail Open. We're at the Chorus RQ in Sarasota, Florida. Another equipment change for De La Rosa. So coming up next, remember, Conrado Moscoso from Bolivia versus Rocky Carson from the U.S. Number 2 versus number 7. That's a promising match. And after that, we have the final quarterfinal match of the day between Andre Parrilla and Rodrigo Montoya. That is at 1 o'clock p.m. Remember, we're in Eastern time. We resume play. 5-5. Ooh. Skip shot right there. So, Lincoln, what do you think? Is this going 10-11 tiebreaker?
It's going to be tight right in there, but I'm going to go 11-9.
11-9.
11-9.
Bold prediction.
Someone's going to pull away at the last second.
Bold prediction. De La Rosa. So another point for Jake Bredenbeck.
Yeah, he's seemed to be struggling with that backhand off the back wall.
that's what Jake needs to do. He needs to capitalize on those De La Rosa mistakes. Kept alive. As you can see Jake favoring his rib cage on the left side. Let's hope he's well. Let's do a replay right here. Let's check this out. Del Rosa asking for it. He didn't get it.
Yeah, Jake has such great court coverage.
And, you know, I just said it earlier. He just doesn't get enough, you know, credit for, you know, being a great defensive player. He doesn't get enough credit, and he's a fantastic defensive player. And he's getting more agile as he gets older. He's been getting a lot better.
Yeah, but to, you know, a guy that hits as hard as Jake, that's always going to be the thing that people focus in on. Not pay attention to all the other stuff that he does too. Super smart player.
It's a point called De La Rosa. So 6 serving 6. We're tied once again, Lincoln. Once again.
The chess match continues.
Great shot. De La Rosa now pulls away within 1. Seven serving 6 on the headpan scoreboard. Another point by De La Rosa. 8-6 now. Lincoln, if De La Rosa scores point number 9, I think Jake should take a timeout.
Probably should. I don't know that he will. He doesn't like to take timeouts.
Oh, no, he
doesn't like to take hinders. He just wants to play through.
Oh. But you need to ice the kicker every now and then, you know?
Absolutely. Missed opportunity for Jake.
Wow. De La Rosa not within 2 of taking this match. 9 serving 6 on the headpan scoreboard.
If it goes 10-6, he'll take the timeout.
Wow, Jake, very smart play. You know, and I'm liking that mid lob that De La Rosa has been doing lately to Jake. No, not going for that full-on blasted speed of a drive serve.
The other thing he's been doing also is quick serving Jake, which was very effective in that second game.
Wow. Rosa. Wow. See, that's where defense plays off, Lincoln. Yeah. That's where it pays off. That diving get by De La Rosa led to that side out. It was wonderful because, you know, Jake was building momentum. Let's have a replay right here to see what we were talking about.
Jake was moving him around the court very well.
Boom, De La Rosa diving, getting that ball. There's a mistake by Jake. Done.
You have to wonder if his he wasn't dealing with that injury, he might have taken that forehand out of the air, cut it off.
That goes to show you, kids, if you play good defense, you can get a great side out like Daniel did. Right, 9 serving 7 now. Daniel within 2. Good shot down the line, Bredenbeck. So Lincoln, you're not very far away from your prediction. You said 11-9, it's 9-7, so you're on a pace. You're on a pace.
Yeah, a battle between these two. No one's going to go down easy.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for watching. Everyone from Marine, Minnesota, everyone from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, everyone from Arizona, where Daniel currently resides. Skip by Bredenbeck.
And you can see him on those forehands kind of going 60, 70%, not really swinging away.
But Jake was there.
Yeah.
Regardless if he has an injury or not, he's there. It's a point by De La Rosa. Now De La Rosa has his match point number 1, and Jake Bredenbeck takes a timeout. As he takes one, we'll take one too. We'll be back on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to announce my original My Slippers are back in stock. You've made them a huge success, and now I've added smaller sizes, larger sizes, wide sizes, and all new colors. And with your promo code, you still save $90 a pair. Not only that, I'm having the biggest closeout sale ever on our sandals and slides for as low as $19.98. What makes my slippers different is my exclusive 4-layer design that you're not going to find in any other slippers. My slippers' patented layers make them ultra comfortable, extremely durable, and they help reduce stress on your feet. Wear them anytime, anywhere. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code to save $90 on my original My Slippers, or for as low as $19.98, you can get our sandals or slides. Quantities won't last long, and with my 60-day money-back guarantee, you can rest assured they'll be the most comfortable footwear you'll ever own.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again at the Core SRQ, Sarasota, Florida. We're almost at the end of it. Lincoln, De La Rosa, match point number 1, 10-7. Got to remember, though, Jake took his time out. De La Rosa still has his timeout in case he needs it. Is it going to end right now for Bredenbeck, or is he going to sign out and come back? De La Rosa sticking with that mid lob. That's a game. De La Rosa kill shot with match point number 1. Congratulations to Daniel De La Rosa, who takes this match 14-15, 15-8, 11-7. Final thoughts, Lincoln, what do you think?
Well, he stayed the course, and he went to a more pass-heavy game there, second game in the tiebreaker, and it was effective for him. Great run for Jake Bredenbeck, and I'm sure he'll be resting up, getting ready for the next tournament.
Let's take a look at this replay right here. A diving get by De La Rosa that led to that side out. Crucial side out for De La Rosa.
Yeah,
fantastic play.
That gave him the momentum that he carried through the rest of the tiebreaker.
So, end of the match. Remember, coming up next, we have Conrado Moscoso and Rocky Carson. That's in about 30 minutes. I want to thank everybody for watching this first quarterfinal match. And we will be back in about half an hour with this match on IRT Live.